Hey guys, Hawk here. I have some window tint I want to install on my garage door, so let's jump right on into it. Although technically a long time ago I had a blaster called Oculus Dawn that I installed a little bit of window tint on, I've never actually done a full-scale window tint project, so I figured that this would be a good opportunity to give it a try. It didn't come out very well, and I don't really know what I'm doing. I messed up a lot, and I'm also trying to externalize my thought process a lot more. Unfortunately, it's not something that I'm natural at, and so I was quiet for most of this video. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit of voiceover, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I think it's something that I can look forward to improving on in future videos, and it's something that I'm just gonna have to practice. I'm realizing that I'm a bit of a quiet worker, and I might have to start changing that. I think it does help me in the long run when I start talking to myself. So I might as well make it a habit for a YouTube video. This doesn't have to be perfect because I've already kind of wrecked this project anyway. I'm just trying to get it done at this point. And I think that's the attitude I want to have about it, to be honest. The next time I go at this, I'll put a little more patience into it. But all I can do right now is really kind of learn from this. Take it for what it is. So I mentioned that this project was kind of already a sham, and that's because that was recorded after this. I didn't actually record me cutting this piece out, but I wanted to put in something there and make the whole video make sense. And I pretty much immediately mess up. This is where things went wrong. I used Windex instead of water to squeegee it because I figured it'd be fine, but whatever chemical is in Windex, it did not like the adhesive, and it just kind of didn't stick at all. It's kind of started sliding around, and this is about when I start realizing, oh yeah, that's not gonna work. So I decided to take the thing off half at a time, and maybe isopropyl alcohol will work. And as soon as I lay this back down, it immediately starts wrinkling. You can see it. And I didn't notice it until I started squeegeeing it, but it's already wrecked. The adhesive was all over my hands by the time I was done with this piece. The wrinkles never went out completely, which I'll show you. This one particular window did not come out very well in the slightest, but the others came out a little bit better. So this first window took about 30 minutes to do in total, and the rest of them took about half that. So that should kind of give you a feel on my learning curve there. So I'm about to realize that I'm not talking through the entire video, and that's when I start talking. Here I'm using regular water, and then immediately remember, oh wait, I'm supposed to be using soapy water. It's just a bottle with holes in the top. But by the time I did the third one, I had really started hitting my stride. I was realizing that I could peel up half the entire thing and then put it back down and kind of lay the entire thing flat rather than trying to squeegee out the imperfections. And I skipped a lot of the heartache I went through in even this second one. So definitely got easier. I'm realizing that I'm internalizing a lot of my internal thoughts, and I need to get better at explaining them. I started with that window. Tried to cut some corners. I had Windex on me. I didn't have a spray bottle for water. I just figured that would work. Turns out whatever chemicals in the Windex was preventing it from sticking properly, and it was still sliding around. After a lot of trial and error, I kind of screwed it up in a lot of places, but it's up. Probably gonna have to take two at this at some point, but right now I just want to get these windows tinted so that everyone's not looking into what I have in the garage. My goal is to just get this up, and I'm realizing that it's okay if it's not perfect. Procrastinating about it is not helping. Instead of just trying to think about it and trying to do it perfectly the first time, I'm just doing it. I'm trying to learn from my experiences, and this one definitely went better. It was already half the time alone. I'm not even using the proper squeegee. I have the squeegee somewhere, but again, I'm just so disorganized that I don't know where I put it. I'll definitely come back and do this better, but for right now, this is what it's gonna be. There's not a lot of debris, but there is some debris in there. I'm okay with that. And I had a whole thought process going into this as I'm kind of learning as I'm going. And I'm just gonna learn how to be okay with that. I mean, that's kind of how I do things anyway. I just usually don't fail at it as I'm learning it. And it's frustrating when I do. See, I'm now learning that I might need a straight edge for this. Bottom one is much easier. Oh, I can use this as a straight edge. But hey, I'd rather be doing this on my garage door windows than pretty much any other window. Definitely not my car. I was kind of trying to control every aspect of the film when I was doing that window, and it just wasn't working the way I wanted it to. This sounds awful. Sorry, I need to press hard to really set that adhesive. I creased it a few spots, but this window definitely came out much better than the first one. And it's only the second time I've ever done this, so it still wants to pop out every now and again. I'm not sure why. I'm trying to think flat thoughts and trying to carry these where they want to go, but I don't know how much of it is carry it where it wants to go versus just tell it what to do. This could be like, you're never going to get this where it wants to be, so just set it in there and deal with it. Yeah, that definitely came out better than the first one. And I think I just got to kind of look at it like that, because if I try to look at it like any other thing, it's going to kill me. Wow, okay, that's pretty night and day difference there. Whoops. Focus. This is the second window. Again, it's not very great, so you can kind of see that. But if I come over here, I mean, you can already see the waves. Look at how bad that is. Look how bad that is. Version 2. Version 1. I really don't think there's anything I can do about this right now. I just kind of messed this one up, and I don't have enough, I think, to try again. So I'm just gonna wait. It's not a priority right now. Still gotta do these two. As long as this isn't peeling up or anything, I kind of don't care. I think I'm gonna do the other two windows, and I think I'm gonna edit this video. Before that, I think I'm gonna get some B-roll and maybe have some lunch. Thank you guys for watching. It's better than what I had 2 months ago, which is nothing, because that garage door was on the floor taking up all this space. And I have this place in an absolute mess right now, but I cannot wait to see what I can do, and I'm realizing that I have focus locked. See, it's gonna take some practice. I'm glad that I'm getting started on this shop project, because even 2 days ago, I didn't have any of this space because the garage door was on the floor. And that was kind of the big setback right now, was having that garage door up. So now that it's up, I can start worrying about other things. And it's coming into winter in Texas, so it's gonna be a little bit cooler. It's like 60 degrees, 65 degrees out right now, which is great. So it feels great in here. I wanna be out here. So hopefully I can clean up a little bit and get this thing going. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.